graduated, or rather announced her graduation almost a month ago by now, and by the editing and recording of this video, it's been 4 weeks. The main thing I want to say in this video is that it's crazy to me how, regardless of if we consistently watch Gura or not, we still feel this connection with her, and with all streamers and with all people who watch streamers too, even if the person themselves doesn't die or something. Because it feels like Gura is dying whenever I talk about her like this, and whenever I talk about any VTuber. I want to get into that later about Coco and Ame, but sticking on to Gura as an example, when Gura is graduating, we're not mourning the loss of like the person herself. We're kind of feeling like she's gone forever, as in this personality of this shark with this trident. And looking at it that way, first of all, it makes you feel better, right? Second of all, it makes me realize, everybody says, these cliche terms, kind of like smile because it happened, don't cry because it's over. Or I flipped that around, but whatever. You get what I mean, right? Unless you actually experience that, you never know what it's actually like. And I think VTubers in general, including Coco was the biggest one, made me realize that in a way that was more unconventional than someone would think. And what's crazy is that even with traditional streamers, if they stop streaming, most, if not every one of their fans would move on much faster than VTubers. And Coco especially, because first of all, she was one of the first kind of VTubers in the Western world to graduate, and second, she graduated due to reasons that were not her own choice, right? And these two combinations kind of made me overreact. And still, as I look at like Gura's channel and I look back to all the streams that I missed, it still makes me nostalgic. It makes me uncomfortable. It makes me feel like I have to do something. I have to make this video, or I have to, do any of y'all have this feeling, right? Like, any of y'all watching, is it not crazy to you how we're so attached to this online virtual tuber, virtual YouTuber, virtual everything's the looks, the personality, even the personality might be a little influenced by a set character. I just want to say, the amount I've developed emotionally from watching these VTubers is surprising even to me. I really want to say, watching VTubers actually has given me some expert, advice that is true to everyone who wants to be, emotionally mature. To everyone who wants to be more aware of their emotions, who wants to be more mature in their life. Truth be told, watching these VTubers has made me realize one thing, is that you can never gain maturity from advice alone. If anything, advice may lead you astray path to maturity. Whether you think that's true or not, the one thing I can say for certain is that watching these VTubers has given me a further outlook on life in general. From the moment Coco graduated, I had a realization that if she is graduating, it gave to me the possibility in my mind that these sorts of things will happen. And once I realized that, I began to imagine or visualize my favorite VTubers graduating back in 2020. I imagined Gura, I imagined Amelia Watson. Well, funnily enough, those two were the only two that I watched consistently, right? But even like with Callie, with Ina, with Kiara, with Myth in general, with all VTubers, with all YouTubers, with all content creators, let's just keep it there for now. With all content creators, sooner or later they're gonna leave, and that brings me fuller view of the present moment by knowing what's gonna happen in the future, because it's inevitable. These things, we don't know the future, but we know what events could take place in the future, and I think that's enough of a realization for you to completely change your outlook on the present moment. Because next time you're doing something, next time you're hanging out with your friends, you're at a sleepover, or maybe even you're at an event and you hate it there, you just don't want to be there, always keep in mind that these friends will leave one day. Your parents will leave one day. And the event you're going to is going to be thought back on one day. When you're in high school, you're going to think back to high school one day. You're going to think back to college one day. So if you're in high school, what does that mean for you right now? This is what VTubers has taught me. So thanks, Coco. I forgot your last name. Thanks, Amelia Watson, and thanks, Gura.